What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time watching a video. I'm so excited to have you, but I'll be even more excited to keep you, so hit that subscribe button to join the family. I'm Braylon back another week as promised, and today I'm doing just a little freshman do's and don'ts video, just off the strength that the freshmen at DSU move in on Wednesday. So I thought it would be a perfect time to record this video. I feel like at this point I'm about to just make my channel, I feel like it's about to turn into like a college channel, which is fine because I'm in college right now, but like I have a lot of college ideas to record for y'all. But anyway, yes, it's going to be a freshman do's and don'ts video. I just moved into my dorm a few days ago. My moving day vlog is loading very soon, but I want it to be perfect for y'all, so I'm gonna wait to post that next week. So this week I'm just here to do a freshman do's and don'ts video. All the freshmen moving in, this is the video that you never knew you needed, so stay tuned to hear what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. Number one, a very cliche do, but you won't survive college without it. You need to stay organized, and your time management needs to be perfect. Like in college, it's a bunch of different things going on. It's parties 24/7, it's events, it's a lot going on. But then on top of that, you have to remember why you came to college. You have to remember what you're paying thousands of dollars for, which is for your classes, which is for your education. So that needs to come before anything. So if you do want to make it to the events and you do want to make it to the parties and everything else, you need to make sure that your work is done first. So that comes with time management. You need to have a planner. I separate my planner from this is like my event calendar. So like anything that I have like socially, I put on that calendar with pen and paper, and then I have my planner that I use for basically like my classes. So that's very important for me. I like to separate them because they are, you know, separated. One has a more priority than the other one. But yes, it's very important to stay organized. You need to know what you're doing every day, what time your classes are, what events do you have to do that day, so that you're not getting overbooked, because that's also very easy to do in college, which I will go into that later. But yes, make sure that you are staying organized. Time management needs to be perfect. If you know that you have a very busy day, if you know you book from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., you shouldn't be getting up at 10:30. You need to be up at 7, 8 o'clock. Early bird really gets the worm. So you really need to make sure that, you know, you're getting the most out of your day in college, because in college, these days is really the definition of you blink, the day's over. Like time goes by so fast. So the first one, you need to make sure that you are staying organized, and time management needs to be perfect. Number one for the don'ts. This kind of piggybacks off of the time management. Do not procrastinate. Like, if a teacher assigns you a project, or if a teacher assigns you any type of work, I get it. Granted, sometimes obviously you can't do it right away, but if you're able to, make sure that you're getting that work done right away, because like I said, there's parties back to back in college, there's events every single day in college, especially if you go to a HBCU. I go to Delaware State University, so we have something literally to do every day. So if a teacher gives you a project on, let's say, Monday, and it's not due until the next Friday, so all week you just chilling, your friends say, you got homework? No, I don't got homework, it's not due till next Friday, not due till next. In college, everybody be like, if it's not due that night, they not doing it. And I just be like, okay, y'all can carry it like that, but when next week comes and that project's due on Friday, and if that whole week is filled with back-to-back lit events, when are you doing that project? You're gonna have to miss out. Like, you're gonna have to miss out in the long run if you just don't do it right away. Whereas if you just did it that Monday night, now you're really outside the next week. So like, just do not procrastinate with your work. Like, I get it, if something's not due till 3 weeks from now, it's like, who wants to do it today? But I'm telling you, stuff comes up so fast, and you don't want it to be like, dang, like I can't go because I got something due at 11:59 tonight, but you had the assignment for 3 weeks. Why isn't it done already? Like, so just keep that in mind. Really make sure that you are getting your work done as soon as you get it, if possible. Number two for the do's, wait to get your books please wait to get your books, because these teachers will lie on the syllabus and they will try to say you need this, that, and the third. You need $500 worth of books. You get to the class and they like, oh, they optional. Or they'll be like, you don't need it. Or somebody else around the school is selling it. Or they got it on Chegg or a different website for $20 cheaper. Do not get your books from the school because they tax. Like, I'm telling you, them books be so expensive. Like, them books really be like a bill. So if you can wait to get your books, unless you know people who took that class already and they tell you like you're definitely gonna need that book, then okay, then get it. But if you know that you could wait, possibly just wait for the first day, because I'm telling you, you're gonna spend a lot of money that you do not need to spend just trying to be ahead of the game, which is good. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. You know, it's always good to go the extra mile. But when it comes to books, definitely wait, because there's always somebody who took that class already and they're going to sell it to you for way cheaper. So, save them funds as much as you can. You're going to need it in college. Number 2, for the don'ts, do not say yes to everything. This is something that I'm still working on. I need to take my own advice. But as I mentioned, college is very busy. Like, it's back-to-back events, especially if you're very involved. I've been involved since day one on my campus, since I came freshman year. So my days, even to record this video right now, y'all, like, I don't even know how I'm doing it. My days be booked. Like right now, for example, I'm in RA training because the freshmen do not move in until next Wednesday. I'm a RA this year in my building. If you do not know what it is, it stands for resident assistant. I will explain it in my moving day vlog. If you are in high school and do not know what that is, but yes, I'm a RA in my building this year. So we have RA training all this week, and we have to get ready next week for the freshman moving days. These hours are crazy. Like, the training hours, crazy. On top of that, I just do mad other stuff on campus. Like, just subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for this year, because basically this about to turn into a college vlog. But I just do mad stuff on campus, so like, it's really hard for me to have free time. I do so much. I say yes to everything. If I even got an hour free, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. When really, if you got an hour free, you really need to take that time to yourself, because it's really important to have you time, something that I barely ever get. So yes, just try to prevent from saying yes to everything, because you're really going to burn yourself out after a while. Like, after a while, I don't know, you just gonna get burnt out. Like, it's just, when you just have stuff back to back to back, you got a class at 8 a.m., you got an event at this time, you gotta do this at this time, you gotta do this at this time, you're gonna get burnt out. Like, by the end of the day, you really just gonna get in the bed and be like, that literally be me at the end of the day. Like, as soon as you hit the pillow, you knocked. So like, just try to prevent saying yes to everything to prevent from getting burnt out. Number 3, for the don'ts, do not stay in your room. Get out and meet new people. Like, everybody always says, your 4 years of college are going to be the best 4 years of your life. So don't stay in your room. I mean, also, they do also say college is what you make it, and I feel like that's with anybody. Because you could go to some schools and be like me personally, I go to DSU and I always say I love it here. Some people hate it here. I mean, but it's what you make it. Like, if you sit in your room all day, you barely talk to anybody, you're not involved, you don't do anything, you literally just go to class and go back to your room. I mean, yeah, I would be bored too. I mean, what the heck is that? But it's really what you make it. Like, it's so much to do on a campus, especially if you go to a HBCU. I keep saying that because I'm just a real advocate for HBCUs. I feel like it's the best place to go, and I go to one, so I can't really speak on, events that PWIs have, but HBCUs, it's events literally all day long. So it's no way that you just sitting in your room and you're bored. Like, get out, meet new people, have fun. Like, college is really lit. Like, it's really fun. Like, it's for freshmen, it's your first year away from home. Don't wild out, don't be crazy, but definitely have fun. Like, definitely, take advantage of these 4 years being by yourself. Your last 4 years being a kid before you out in the real world, you gotta pay bills and this and the third. I gotta go to medical school. We ain't talking about that right now, but just take advantage of the last 4 years. I got a year and a half cut because of COVID. I feel like I got gypped a little bit, but I had 2 years left. I'm a junior. I'm halfway through, so I'm gonna make sure these last 2 years are the best 2 years ever. Like, I'm never in my room. Outside, never inside. Yeah. Number 4 for the dudes, and it's definitely way easier said than done, but at the same time, it's not. Just stay yourself. Like, it can be really hard coming to college, and like I said, it's your first year away from home by yourself. You meeting all new people. In high school and in middle school, you basically around people who's all from the same area as you. If you're from New Jersey, everybody in that high school is from New Jersey. If you're from Philly, I live in the Philly area, so everybody is from the same area. When I came to DSU, it's people, you're gonna meet people from Ohio, Cali, Texas, New York, New Jersey, Philly, Delaware, Alabama, Alaska. I met somebody from Alaska. It's all different walks of life, all different cultures. So it can be really easy to, fall into the crowd and try to fall into what everybody else is doing. But stay yourself. Like, that's who people are going to respect you for. That's who people are going to like you for. Just be yourself. And the right crowd that's meant to be your crowd will gravitate towards you. If it's for you, it's for you. Like, you won't have to do anything extra. You won't have to do anything that's not of you. You feel me? To get people to like you, or to like do certain things. Like, just stay yourself. It can be hard, when you around all different people that you never met before. You come into college basically starting fresh. Like, you could basically just be a new person. I'm from the Philly area. I could come to college and be like, yeah, I'm from Alaska. Like, nobody knows you, so like, you really could just portray a whole new person. But I'm telling you, what's done in the dark will come to light. People will see right through it after a while. Like, just stay yourself, and people really would just, appreciate you for you and how genuine you are. It really goes a very long way. So just don't fall into the hype basically in college, because it's very easy to do that. Number 4 for the don'ts: do not stay in your comfort zone. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. This goes back to even staying in your room. Like, do not stay in your room because you're like, oh, going to events isn't for me. Make it for you. Like, how was going to events not for you? Like, you just meeting new people, you going out and having fun. It's nothing else to do. What are you doing in your room? Like, there's nothing in your room for you to do. So just even when it comes to talking to other people, I know it can be hard because, like, depending on where you're from, I know, like, in Philly, I know, like, the New York area as well, it's like we kind of just like, if I don't know you, I'm not talking. I don't really talk to strangers. That's how it be back home. It's kind of like people look at it like Joe, or like weird if you're talking to strangers. But in college, it's really not like that. Like, y'all all could go to the same school. Y'all all family. At DSU, everybody is really nice. So you really could just walk up to a stranger and just be like, hey, good morning. And you just make a friend that easy. So it's like, it's really not like back home. Like, I know a lot of y'all are going to be really like programmed to, like, you're used to living back home and how people move back there. But and once everybody on campus, it's not like back home at all. Like, your campus really might be your getaway from home, because home really is like a toxic environment for many people. So like, really take advantage of, just like I said, these 4 years being on campus with your friends, being able to see your friends every day. The thing about college, like, and this is why a lot of people don't like to go home winter break, summer, or spring break, because like, people just feel like, especially winter break, because winter break's a lot longer. It's a difference between being bored at home and being bored at school. Like, when you're at home, it's nobody to hang out with. I mean, yeah, if you got some friends, you can hang out with them. That's if they're not busy. But like, it's a difference. When you're at school and you bored, I can literally just go next door. Like, my friend live next door. I can go to a different building. My friend live over there. My friend live over here too. My friend live over there too. Like, everybody's just on campus. Or you can even just plan something like, yo, everybody come outside at 3 o'clock, play kickball. Something that easy. Like, everybody's on campus is really easy access. So like, it's really a difference between being bored at home and being bored at school. So definitely just take advantage of being on campus. Do not stay in your room. I know it can be easy to be a homebody. Sometimes I be a homebody too, because my bed is just comfortable. But at the same time, I'm not a homebody because I'm very active on campus. So I really don't even have time, especially this year, to even sit in my room. So yes, do not just sit in your room all day while people at a party, while people getting lit, and you just in the room every day. Like, why are you here? You should have just commuted for real. Like, I don't know, you taking up housing at that point. Because we here to have fun, really here for a good time, not a long time. That's really the definition of college. We here for 4 years, and it flies fast. So let's really take advantage of it. Number 5 for the dudes. I feel like I speak on this a little bit, I think, but be involved. Like I said, for the very first one, make sure you have time management so that you don't overbook yourself and you don't burn yourself out. But definitely be involved. Like college, especially when it comes to after college, when you're looking for jobs, they're not really, not saying they don't care about grades, because grades is definitely number one, but grades is not the only thing that companies are looking for these days. Like they want to see how versatile you are. Like, yeah, you can be book smart, but what else do you do? Because anybody can pick up a textbook, remember what they read, and you feel me, pass the test. But what else do you do on campus? Like, how do you set yourself apart from the next person trying to get that job too? Like, if both of y'all come in, y'all both got 3.7s, it's like, okay, but how do you stand out over somebody else? If you're more involved, you do this, and you got a 3.7, now they like, oh shoot, you the one. But if you just got a 3.7, it's like, I mean, I see why you got a 3.7. You don't do anything. You sit in your room. Yeah, definitely make sure that you're involved. And it's really fun. It's really just like a different experience. It's not like high school. Like, I don't know. It was some stuff to do in high school. Like, I know some high schools had, like, you know, some in college we call it SGA, but I guess high school has like something similar, but it's not the same. It's high school. College is really like, it's really lit. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really lit. Like me personally, my freshman year, I really just took that year as like a stepping stool to get involved. I joined a bunch of orgs. I was in about like 5 organizations, all different ones. Like they all have different purposes. My freshman year, at the end of my freshman year, at HBCUs, they had campaign seasons, election seasons for the next year. So you run in the spring semester for your next year. So at the end of my freshman year, I ran for Miss Sophomore, which is basically like the queens of your classes. They have the queens for each class and kings, and then they have a queen and a king of the whole school. So like they have like Miss Freshman, Miss Sophomore, Miss Junior, Miss Senior, and then Mr. Freshman, Mr. Sophomore. You get it. So basically, yeah, so that was basically just like we do community service. Since that is the primary focus of the court on our campus, we host events for the students on our campus. We make appearances at other schools during other schools' coronations, and we basically just serve as the school's role models and face of our classes. So that's basically what that was. And you know, each year has a different role or responsibility that you are required to do. So that was really fun. I can put some pictures and videos in here for y'all if y'all going to a HBCU and are interested in anything of that nature. We also have the Student Government Association, which is basically the more government side. So yes, the court is more so for appearances, and the SGA is more so for government and changes of the school. So it's, and then a whole bunch of orgs. Like I can't even get into it. Whole bunch of orgs. But yes, definitely get involved. I can only speak for DSU since that's the school that I go to, but in the beginning of each year, we have an org fair, which is coming up soon at our school. And that is how I got involved when I first came to DSU. The org fair was really what did it for me. I went, all the orgs that signed up are outside with their tables, stuff on their tables. You go up to them, they explain what their org does, how you can sign up, how you can be a part, and even maybe how you can be on the executive board and things like that. Like, so you just go to the org fair, find out what orgs caught your eye, and just join them. And that's really what I did my freshman year. And from then, I really just took off and just started doing a whole bunch of things. This year is gonna be my busiest year yet. So like I said, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned, because I'm gonna just make this a college channel for y'all, basically, until I graduate. But yeah, really make sure that you're involved. It's really not only a good look on your resume, but it's just a good way for you to just get out there, meet new people. It's just fun. I don't know. that's what I can say about it. Like, I personally, it's not for everybody, but I personally think that it's really fun to give back, to serve the students at my school, because we all are here for each other. And yeah, just get involved, because you don't just want to, and you need to have a balance between your classes. Like, you don't just want to go to class, come back in your room, go to class, go to lunch, come back in your room. You need to have a balance, like something fun, like something to look forward to. Like, yeah, I got this 3-hour class, but tonight is lit. So like, it needs to be a balance. Like, but like I said, that also comes with time management. If you push your stuff off and something due that night, then you might not be able to get late because that assignment comes first, or that GPA will drop, and it's very hard to get it back up. That's another don't. Do not let your GPA drop your first year. Your freshman year will basically be like your general basic classes. Those are the easiest classes you're going to have out of all 4 years. Each year is just going to get harder. So like, if you got a low GPA your freshman year, it's going to be very hard to bring that up, because like I said, it's only going to get harder. So if you couldn't pass the general classes, what makes you think you're going to get an A in the next class? Like, I don't know, but it's really hard to bring your GPA once you drop it. Before I came to school, my mom always told me, hit the ground running, meaning like the first day that classes start, be on your stuff. Like, first semester, first year needs to be 4.0 season. That needs to be your goal, because if you out here in the twos freshman year, I have no words for you. I don't know, like, come junior year, senior year, it's going to be very hard. Not impossible, because people do it, but you're definitely going to be overworking yourself trying to get that GPA up. So definitely keep that. Another don't is, do not go to every party. You do not have to go to every party. There will always be parties here. Like, I keep speaking on HBCUs because, like I said, I go to one, but like, it's literally a party every weekend, y'all. It is not necessary to miss out on a big project that's 30% of your grade, or miss out on a test for a party that's going to be there next week. Like, it'd be the same people at the parties, the same people on campus, it's the same music. Like, you'll have another chance. You don't got to go to every party. Sometimes you got to learn how to throw the towel in and really just relax. Like, you don't got to go to every party. I know it can be tempting, like when you were a freshman, like I said, it's your first year away from home. You don't got your mom texting you at 2 a.m. like, why are you still out? You can stay up till the sun come out. I did it before. Like, you really can just be out all night just doing anything, and you don't have nobody, you know. And at DSU, we don't have any type of curfew or anything. Some schools do have curfews, especially for freshmen, so I don't know. I can't speak on other schools, but DSU, there's no curfew, so you could literally just be out till 7 in the morning. But if you know you got class at 8, this is where responsibility comes in, because you have class in an hour. So come on, let's put the priorities first. You do not have to go to every party. It's not that serious. They all gonna be there. You can go to a party next weekend. It's the same vibes, like, honestly. Not saying it's not fun vibes, but it's the same vibes. So you can definitely miss a couple parties. That's a big lesson that freshmen have to learn, and that's how the GPA starts off so low, because they just be so focused on, you know, party, and not too much about classes. That's how it needs to be. So 4.0 season only for all my freshmen. Thank you. Another do is to hang around people that are conducive to your future. Like, I'm sorry, if you come into college and you find out that your friend Sarah from 3rd grade is going to the same school as you, but Sarah, she don't know what she want to do with her life. She not really the best friend for you, not really the best influence. You don't really see her going down the path you're going to go down in the future. Sarah might just have to go. Like, you don't necessarily got to cut Sarah off, but as far as like hanging out with her every day, like, I personally believe you are who you hang around. Some people don't believe in that quote because they feel like they're their own person, which can be true, but at the same time, energy attracts. So if you hang around Sarah every day and she not doing anything, eventually you're going to get lazy too. So it's just like, hang out with people that are conducive to your future. Like, you need to hang out with people that are on the same path as you, are tunnel vision like you. They know what they want and they're going to get it regardless. beyond any means. So just keep that in mind. You know, like, history does not always mean everything. Your friends that you hang around need to add value to you. That's very important. That's very important for your growth, because if your friends are keeping you stagnant, that's a problem. And that's also the same for you. If you're keeping your friends stagnant, that's a problem. They might need to cut you off too. Everybody in your circle should be adding value to each other. Like, it should be a give-get type of relationship when it comes to anything. And that's very important in college, because it's easy to get drained. It's easy to get talked out of doing this, talked out of doing that. It's easy to just get persuaded, basically, in college. Like I said, you by yourself. You don't have your mom or dad in your ear telling you what's the best choice, what's the best ethical decision to make. So you need to be that person. You need to be responsible. Once you make it to college, you are an adult. You are living by yourself, so you need to make adult decisions. And that comes with the people you hang around. That comes with the stuff that you do. That comes with the decisions you make. It's not up to anybody else anymore. You can't blame it on anybody else because you're an adult. And the last do I would have for y'all today would be to take advantage of every resource. I can't tell y'all how many resources college give you, but you gotta be willing to accept it. Like, they send out a bunch of emails when it comes to internships, jobs that might be hiring, volunteer, community service hours. Like, it's a bunch of things that you could join and be a part of in college. But like I said, it is what you make it. If you choose to not open any of your emails, if you choose to not leave your room, if you choose to not get involved, it's not really much that anybody can do for you. But it's really important to take advantage of the resources in college. This is your 4 years that you have to use as a stepping stool to do anything that you want to do post-college. And you're going to need college credentials to get there. So you need to make sure that you are taking advantage of every resource your college has to offer you, whether it's big or small. It could be as small as joining a little org. It could be as big as getting a big internship with the news. Like, it big or small, it doesn't matter. It's still leading you forward into the right direction. So make sure that you are taking advantage of every resource that is thrown at you. Don't turn down anything that you think may be a good opportunity for you. I'm not saying take anything that comes your way, because some things is just, not worth it, depending on what path you want to go down. But just take advantage of any resource that you think may be, the best decision for you. And you will know when the time comes, because you know what you want to do in the future. You know what you have to do to get there. And if you don't, make sure you find that out. Make sure you know your prereqs before you come to college, so you know you're on the right path when it comes to your classes. And do not depend on your advisor to try to tell you what classes to take. Granted, they are there to help you, but they are an advisor. They're not your mom. They're not your dad. At the end of the day, they get paid regardless. So some advisors do care more than others. I do know some people that were supposed to graduate like a certain year, and because they didn't have all their classes, all their credits, they had to stay an extra semester or an extra year. And they try to say, oh, well, my advisor told me to take that class. At that point, it don't matter who told you to take that class, because you still got to stay that extra semester, that extra year, not your advisor. So at the end of the day, it's going to be you that gets punished. So just make sure that you are staying on top of your stuff. And if you know your advisor is trying to offer you a class you don't need, or that's not going to be leading you in the right path towards graduation, they're an advisor. They can't make you do anything. So tell them, say that's not leading down the path I want to go down to. So no, I don't want to take that. And they can't do anything but respect your decision. Remember, they're an advisor, there to advise, not there to tell you what to do, what not to do, what to advise, and advise only. So remember that was basically it for this video. That was my real freshman do's and don'ts. How to survive college 101, basically. Everything that I've did up to this point. I am a junior at Delaware State University, as I stated. I'm really excited. Freshman moving on Wednesday, so I can't wait to see what DSU 25 brings to the table. I'm so excited. COVID is not as bad as it was last year. It's trying to come back, but we definitely gonna be a lot more active this year. So I'm really excited for that. If you guys enjoyed my freshman do's and don'ts video, I can add a little more on there for y'all. So let me know if y'all would like a part 2. I really appreciate you guys for coming every week to watch my videos. It means the world to me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below your favorite piece of advice or anything else you would like to know. I respond back to all my comments. I see them all. I have my notifications on. So yes, you can also follow me on Instagram at Braylentia. Everything will be in the description box. If you have any questions or anything, you can DM me. And yeah, that was basically it for this video. Like I said, my schedule is crazy, so I have a meeting literally in an hour. So bye y'all.